If you have children or grandchildren, you know it's important to teach great oral habits from an early age. Believe it or not, baby teeth do matter. February is Children's Dental Health Month, and Dr. Marcy Guthrie is back with a checklist. We welcome her back to our live show. We were talking this morning. Welcome, Marcy. It's great to see you. Great to have you here. And our very special guest today, who's going to be a willing participant and demonstrate the fact that baby teeth do matter. Oral health from an early age is critical, and it starts as young as the swaddled baby.
Absolutely, yes. I like to recommend starting the good habits at a young age. As your baby is born, it's good to get a washcloth and wipe the gums clean after feedings, starting the habits in morning and evening. And at nighttime, I like to, after the bath, swaddle the baby up in a towel and make sure that you're brushing the teeth really good after mealtime at night.
We were talking about that as a strategy with using the swaddling and after bath time. One, they're more relaxed. And two, then, I have challenges with my youngest because she has not yet associated brushing with a super duper fun thing to do. So there's a lot of arms akimbo. And when you wrap the baby, now she's too old for it, but when you would wrap the baby, you kind of keep everybody tucked in so you have easier access.
Right. I think that's a good technique to use also to make it fun. Sing a song with the baby and let them know, or your toddler, and let them kind of reflect back about what they were eating today, educating them what causes cavities and why we're brushing our teeth and why it's important. I like to say, my daughter's had yogurt or milk and I see those sugar bugs running around in her mouth, and, let them doing it themselves, but then supervising and doing it afterwards to make sure that everything's been removed to prevent the cavities for them.
And you said those magical words. This was a book that you brought in, the Sugarbug Doug, and this can definitely help.
Yes, I like to reflect it being Sugarbug Doug is the bad guy that causes the cavities, not your dentist. A lot of adults have fears of the dentist, so I think that making it a positive experience and saying Sugarbug Doug, let's get those. And going to the dentist can be a good experience.
Yeah, we've tried all sorts of things at home and some things with varying success. The timer seems to help. Why is that?
Well, we want to brush for 2 minutes, so it gives the visual. 2 minutes is a long time. So with adults, we have toothbrushes that turn off after 2 minutes, but the timers work better when you're having the manual toothbrush for your kids.
And Marcy, when children need to come in earlier, and there is, as a relatively new parent, this was surprising to me because there's some variance in terms of when maybe your dentist is saying to come in, when the ADA recommends children come in. So what's the official guideline?
So the first tooth usually comes in at about 6 months of age, and all 20 baby teeth are in at age 3. They serve a good purpose. They help your child function. Eat, smile, building self-esteem, and a lot of kids, if they're left untreated, cavities untreated, can cause pain, keep them out of school, and inevitably they could possibly need sedation to have treatment done. So we want to get into the dentist early. Prevention is key, learning how to properly handle them, and then if early detection, getting those cavities at a smaller area or smaller size can make a better experience for the child and the parent. With dental
down the
treatment.
line, yeah. And you mentioned too, those baby teeth are placeholders, right? They're setting the foundation for the future, as are the parents and the grandparents in making it a comfortable experience, and that's what's important. I struggle with, we want to instill the good habits, but I don't want to make it a fight every night to brush, to brush teeth.
Yes.
So finding that balance is key.
Correct. We have to make it fun, and I think that doing it together, doing it as a family, being systematic, doing it in the morning right after breakfast, in the evening right after meal times, before bedtime, after bath time, can help set that stage for good oral habits for life.
What about flossing? So many of us as adults kind of take flossing willy-nilly. I'm a little guilty of that myself. So when do they need to start flossing?
Flossing as soon as you've got the teeth that are connected. So there's 20 baby teeth, and usually you want spacing. My daughter is crowded already, so I floss all of her teeth. She's got 20 right now. A lot of food and particles get stuck in between the teeth that are a very chronic part of cavities are hard to fill, especially in those baby teeth. So we want to keep them clean to keep them out of the chair.
Yeah, and you were unpacking some goodies this morning. This, I think, makes it a little bit easier. You can see the little, this is super tiny. I don't know if we can get a shot of that, but I think about, taking a string of floss and trying to do their teeth, but this makes it easier. It's almost like a a pick.
Right, because getting a string of floss in your kid's tiny mouths is going to be very challenging. So these actually have fish on them. They make it fun, little claws that Hannah, my daughter, likes to do it herself, and then I like to go behind her.
Plus, they look like a toy. They're super fun, so that's a great addition. Marcy, thank you so much for being with us, and it's definitely important to get this on the radar if you haven't already. And always something to learn, so that 2 minutes is a lot longer than we realize it is, so make sure they're brushing that whole time. Appreciate you being with us.
Thank you so much.